We're learning about different analog electrical components, different things like transistors, resistors, capacitors, and their schematics.
At the beginning of the year, we learned more about how information transfers today.
First quarter is very information based.
Coding, Python in sophomore year, and there's Java in junior year. There's hardware in the last quarter of each year, snap circuits and stuff. Yeah.
Cybersecurity the first quarter, and the 2 middle quarters were pretty much all coding stuff.
We had a quarter where we was coding games. I really liked that one.
I made recreation of a pretty famous mathematical game or simulation. It's called Conway's Game of Life, just a couple of simple rules, and we were able to just have our own ideas and make our own projects using the coding platform, CS Academy. Earlier in the year we made posters and stuff about the topics we were covering.
If you're in the coding unit,
creative projects,
creative tasks, they just kind of require you to have whatever you learned in that unit in your project. You can make whatever you want.
Like I said, for the 2 quarters we was making games, and we was playing each other's games, which is really fun to see how different people.
We use what we learn and put them into projects.
It was a lot of freedom because we were able to make what we wanted.
You could do game design. A lot of the stuff for the coding was a lot of games.
And web design as well, cybersecurity.
More related to the hardware stuff, you could be an electrical engineer, you could build robots. That's sort of a fusion of the hardware and programming. Something I'm maybe interested in is the more speculative computer science side of software stuff. There are a lot of different career paths you could take.
Computer science, anything to do with computer science. Yeah, hardware, software, anything having to do with technology.
Game development.
Yeah, game development, software development, cybersecurity.
Even a lot of fields use Python nowadays.
It's a field that's only going to get bigger.
He lets us go at our own pace for a lot of things. He'll help you out and lead you along if you need it, but mostly you have directives. He actually has a spot up on that board over there where he writes the sort of directives, objectives for the week, and then you're left on your own to study. It's pretty self-paced, I would say.
It's very self-paced.
Very
He's
self-paced.
just kind of there.
He just tells you what to do on the day, and then you have to do it yourself.
But coding was very self-paced.
I feel like that was more his teaching style when we was learning with the 2 middle quarters, but for the last quarter, he's been talking a lot more.
Hands-on talking.
You gotta think creatively, I guess. You gotta have ideas.
Intuitive problem solving and thinking logically like that.
Problem solving is a big part of it. If
Yeah.
you want to try and do something really creative, you have to find how you're going to do it.
All of them. You really need to think.
Yeah, problem solving stuff, especially when you're coding. I know, and from personal experience, I've needed to have problem solving skills.
You've got to have people you can bounce ideas off of that can help you.
Yeah.
Applying information that you learn.
I'd say also you have to be persistent because you're always going to make mistakes coding.
Yeah.
Being persistent and knowing that you're going to make mistakes and then having the power to fix them.